Hi, welcome to Christine's Corner with myself, Grandma Christine. I have loads of books for you to read, for me to read to you, and I hope you're all snuggled up and cuddled up to your favorite toy or stuffed animal or your mom or dad or whoever's close to you, maybe your brother or sister. My first book is called A Mother's Love, the story of the Midnight Angel. Written by Marilee Joy Mayfield and illustrated by Tracy LaRue Hun. The coming right to you. It's copyrighted 2020 by Puppy Dogs and Ice Cream Inc. And it's published in the United States. A Mother's Love, the story of the Midnight Angel. As day turns into evening and the pale moon finds its place, you might feel the slightest flutter, like soft petals on your face. And when you hear leaves rustling, a mouse runs a well-worn trail, though you'll never see his eyes, his whiskers, or his tail. Deep in a hidden forest, seedlings grow without a sound, but your eyes won't see their presence till their stems pop through the ground. There's a little mouse with a seedling growing up. Isn't that great illustrations? Why is it that when night falls, all the tiny squeaks seem loud? Nighttime has a secret magic that gives power to every sound. Like this owl in the window. Woo, woo. Sometimes the pages stick together. Have that happen to you? So if you hear a crack or creak when you're snuggled in your bed, it's not a scary monster. It's an angel's wings instead. Forgot to turn my phone off. Can't do that, right? Mothers move around the house at night, not meaning to make noise. Sometimes they like to kick up dust, like playful girls and boys. You get this mom? She's sweeping up the stairs, down the stairs, on the floors, whisking around. For at the stroke of midnight, when you're fast asleep indoors, she dances through the entrance, almost gliding on the floors. She pauses in the kitchen, puts a stray dish in the sink, and she plays with spoons and teacups to hear their tinkling clinks. Candles left upon the mantel are a hazard late at night, so she takes the candle snuffer and puts out all the lights. She hears the baby crying, plants a kiss upon his nose, and rocks him gently in her arms till his droopy eyelids close. To the baby in the crib. She's got him all snuggled up. In the hallway, extra toys are piled. She slides smoothly past them all, till her arm brushes a bit too close, and the toys roll down and fall. Each toy gets special treatment as she puts them all away. After all, they need to sleep well for tomorrow's time to play. She checks on Dad, who's snoring, brushes back a lock of hair, close up his blinking laptop as he dreams without a care. Then, at last, she comes to your room. All is quiet, still and right. It's all cozy warmth and softness in the middle of the night. You know she kissed your forehead, even though you're sleeping sound. She prays you dream of angels who protect, love, and surround. So when you're fast asleep at night, she's watching over you. She guides, protects, and loves you, no matter what you do. See? There's the mom kissing her children on the forehead at night. A good sound sleep. In your dreams, you'll feel a message. There are secrets to be found. For love cannot be seen or heard, and yet it's all around. Your mom is like an angel, though you might not see her wings. And when your life is joyful, it's her happy heart that sings. A mother's love. Wasn't that a great book? I loved that one, A Mother's Love. That was one of my favorites. My second book is Right Now, I Am Fine. Written by Dr. Daniela Owen and illustrated by Gules Basic. I hope I pronounced your name right. And I hate it when they stick together. About the author, Dr. Daniela Owen is a psychologist in the SF Bay Area who brings to life healthy mind concepts and strategies for children everywhere. For more information, go to drdanielaowen.com. It's www.puppydogsandicecream.com is the copyright publisher. Sometimes bad things happen in the world. Like right now, I'm sure you've heard of a lot of bad things, right? And they make us feel scared. You scared? I'm scared. A lot of stuff going around these days. Sometimes these things make us worry about what is going to happen next. Do you get those feelings too? You know, what's going to happen next? Our family, friends, and neighbors may all be affected. I love the illustrations in all these books. All of this worry can make us feel terrible. Our tummies may seem like they're tied up in knots. You ever have that happen to you? It may feel hard to breathe, like an elephant is sitting on our chest. That's a horrible feeling. I'm sorry if you have to go through that. Our heads may be so full of worried thoughts that we can't concentrate on anything else. That gets stuck in your head too? But when this happens, it is important to remind ourselves that we are fine right now. See, this boy is smiling. He's giving himself a hug. Can you give yourself a hug? To help yourself calm down, start by closing your eyes. Close your eyes. Then take 3 deep breaths. Breathe in slowly, and then breathe out slowly. Can you do that about 3 times? Go in and out. In and out. One more time. In and out. Good job. How's that make you feel? Now keep your eyes closed. Gently wrap your arms around your body and give yourself a big warm hug. You can handle this because right now you are here and you are not in any danger. Here, this is a girl hugging herself too with her eyes closed. Let your body relax a little. Drop your shoulders, and mine were up there too, and wiggle your toes. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. You don't have to be on high alert at this moment. Let worrying thoughts drift out of your mind. See, he's just sitting there. He's letting everything come out of, not thinking of anything. Just think of good thoughts. The bad things may still be happening, but you don't have to worry about them this minute, because right now, you are fine. He's thinking about the beach. I don't know if you have a beach in your area, but maybe you got a little swimming pool or a big swimming pool, or maybe just in the bathtub. What else can you do to relax? Can you draw a pretty picture? You got crayons and paper? Or maybe you can have magic markers. Can you look out the window at the beautiful world outside? Can you read a funny, exciting, or adventurous book? Can you play a fun game or solve a tricky puzzle? Maybe you can play with your friend or your sister, your brother, your cousin, anyone. Or maybe you know someone who can read your story if you can't read. Can you cuddle a furry pet? Do you have animals? Or favorite stuffed animal? Like these three. Then remind yourself, right now, I am fine. You say that to yourself, right now, I am fine. Here's this girl, she's outside. Maybe you got a nice place outside. You can look around and listen to the birds singing and maybe the squirrels and the bunny. Close your eyes and just enjoy it. That was nice. That made me feel warm inside. How about you? My third book is called Right Now, I Am Brave by Daniela Owen. Illustrated by Ghouls Basic. And the publisher is Puppy Dogs and Ice Cream. For more information, it's info@puppysmiles.org. These may be things that other kids find scary too. Oops, I skipped a page. Oh, sorry about that. Sometimes things can feel really scary. You feel like that sometimes happen to you? Here we are. These may be things that other kids find scary too. You see in here, there's a robber, a snake, monsters, spiders. Or they may be things that most kids don't find scary at all. Like playing a musical instrument like a flute, or being in class, or being at a game with your friends, or your mom or dad, watching baseball or hockey, soccer. When the things we find scary are not actually dangerous, then it's time to be brave. Say, it's not dangerous. It's okay to be scared, but you've got this. You can do it. You can handle it. Being brave is about facing something that is scary or hard for you to deal with. Sometimes we choose to be brave because it's the right thing to do. Like maybe somebody's fighting for somebody and you come out and you say, leave him alone, or leave her alone. Firefighters, astronauts, and soldiers are all brave, and their jobs are really hard. There's a picture of firemen and an astronaut and a soldier. And nurses too, I believe. When something feels scary, our brains may tell us to run away, go and hide, or stay away no matter what. You felt like that? Very scared at something? But we don't always have to listen to what our brains tell us. Sometimes our brains play tricks on us and tell us something is scarier than it actually is. Like this person in this illustration is looking how high up it is to climb to get to the slide down. It is pretty high. So it might be saying, I'm not sure I'm brave enough to climb. Think back. Have you ever been worried, nervous, or scared to do something new? Then once you did it, you were so glad you did. Like this boy. He finally climbed up that ladder and he's going to slide down that swirly slide. Being brave is tough. It's tough for firefighters, astronauts, and soldiers. It can be tough for kids too, but you can do it. Be courageous. You are brave. Go for it. You've got it. One way to be brave is to talk to yourself in an encouraging way. When your brain is saying, not so fast, tell yourself, I can handle it. Then you will feel much more confident and brave. How about you give it a try? Me hear you say, I can do this. I am brave. Right, very good. Even though I feel scared right now, I can do this. I'm brave. Cheering ourselves on is one of the best ways to help us be brave. You're courageous. Go for it. You've got this. Cheer yourself on. Another way to help ourselves feel brave is by making a plan to do something brave. When we set a goal and make a promise to ourselves, we are more likely to achieve our goal. Say hi to 2 new people at ballet class on Saturday. Leave yourself a note. When the time comes to do the brave thing, remember, I made a promise to myself, and I will be very glad that I kept my promise. What helps the most is doing something brave and discovering that you can handle it. If you ever have to go up in front of the class and give a book report, an oral book report, that's scary, isn't it? But you got this. You got it. You can do it. Once we do something brave, we are always glad we did. We feel extremely proud of ourselves, which makes it a tiny bit easier to be brave the next time. Have you felt that way? Have you tried to do something and you say it's pretty scary, but once you did it, you feel pretty good, don't you? And you want to do it again. A great thing to do after we have been brave is to reward ourselves. Being brave is tough. And when we accomplish tough things, it's nice to give ourselves a reward. We can reward ourselves with a pat on the back, a self-hug. Remember the hugs? Or by telling ourselves how great it is that we chose to be brave. You're a champion. Remind yourself right now, I am brave. You see that? Right now, I am brave. Very good. You ever go in the woods with just the flashlight? Maybe at camping and it's a little scary at night? Yeah, you can do this. You got it. Always bring somebody with you though too, especially a parent. Your brother or sister. Nice job you did reading along with me. You are brave. You're very brave. I'm not sure if I have time for another book, but I can start. Do you have a dog? Maybe a cat. But this is about dogs. Sit, stay, and love. Life lessons from a doggie. It's written by Shailene Kilduff and illustrated by Sally Broderman. And the publisher is Ice Creams and Puppy Dogs. There's so much to learn as you grow up. Sometimes the best lessons can come from a pup. As you get big and strong and wise, remember that courage doesn't come from your size. Do the right thing even when it's hard. Don't go with strangers and stay close to your yard. Obey authority and give respect where it's due. Always remember that God's watching you. Do your chores and pick up your mess. Give what you can to those who have less. Share your toys and take time to play. Be sure to get your rest after a long day. Whenever you can, offer lots of snugs. Give your best humans all of the hugs. They're doing right here. Love with all you can and with all your might. Be kind to others and do not fight. Be a great listener and always do good. Never sit down when you should have stood. Guide your feet where they should go. Follow your heart and lead it so. Say your prayers every night. When it's dark, be the light. Be a blessing and help others out. That's what life is all about. That was a great doggy book. Do you hug your dog? I'm sure you do. We train dogs, but they teach us who matters most, what loyalty means, where to be and when to forgive, why to smile and how to love. Dogs make us laugh and bring us joy. They fill our hearts and complete our families. We get to have them while they give us so much, and we're the luckiest to call them ours. Thank you for tuning in to Christine's Corner with Grandma Christine. I hope you love these books as much as I did. We'll see you again soon. Love you.
The water's warm at Jaws Pond, and we're stocked full of treasures. Big or small, we buy it all. We buy and sell fast rides, power tools, vintage guitars, and so much more. Walk the plank in style with our fine jewelry, diamonds, and watches. Plus, we have a huge selection of the latest video games, including the new PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. Jaws Pond, conveniently located on Meriden Waterbury Turnpike in Southington and West Main Street in New Britain.